Here are the top stories from around the world for Monday. India, 77th Republic Day and Global Ties, Grand Celebrations. India celebrated its 77th Republic Day with a massive showcase of military prowess and cultural heritage in New Delhi. Parade featured advanced weaponry used in Operation Sindoor and celebrated the country's economic growth. European guests, EU leaders Ursula von der Leyen and Antonio Costa attended as chief guests, highlighting a major pivot toward an India-EU security and defense partnership. Message from the U.S.? President Trump sent a historic greeting, calling the U.S. and India the world's oldest and largest democracies. Despite ongoing tension over his proposed 100% tariffs on various global trade partners. Space milestone. Group Captain Shubha Shukla was conferred the Ashoka Chakra for becoming the first Indian to set foot on the International Space Station. North America, trade wars, and civil unrest, Canada stays firm. Prime Minister Mark Carney officially stated that Canada has no plans for a free trade agreement with China, attempting to de-escalate Trump's threat of 100% tariffs on Canadian goods. Justice for Alex Pretty. Tensions remained high in the U.S. following the killing of Alex Pretty, an ICU nurse, by federal agents. Friends and family held vigils while Senate Democrats vowed to block DHS funding in protest, raising the risk of a government shutdown. Winter recovery. Millions began the big dig after the massive winter storm. Though sub-zero temperatures continued to pose a life-threatening danger across the Midwest and Northeast. Global disasters and conflicts. Philippines. Ferry disaster. Tragic news from Basilan as the ferry MV Trisha Kirsten 3 sank. At least 18 people were confirmed dead, with 24 still missing, while over 300 were rescued. Middle East strife. Israeli forces confirmed they located and repatriated the remains of the last Israeli hostage in the Gaza Strip, marking a somber milestone in the conflict. Syria clashes. Reports emerged of ceasefire violations and renewed fighting between the Syrian Transitional Government and SDF forces in the Kobani region. Economy and tech. Gold hits all-time high, driven by global instability and safe haven demand. Gold prices surged past $5,070 per ounce, an 85% increase over the last year. The Armada. The U.S. Department of War, formerly Defense, announced massive new contracts, including a $581 million cloud deal for Amazon, as an armada of U.S. ships continues its deployment toward the Middle East. Uganda politics. Controversy followed the re-election of President Yoweri Museveni for a seventh term, with the opposition leader Bobi Wine reporting military violence against his family